You're very well informed.
Solarian government well-connected espionage experts had top-level clearance once, retired now. Still, hear things. Informed of name only, no knowledge of man behind it. Anti-alien reputation listed as problematic.
Solarians specialize in secret agendas. I'd expect you to understand Cerberus looking out for human interests.
The Collectors are abducting human colonists out on the fringes of Terminus space.
Not simple abductions. Wouldn't need me for simple.
Entire colonies disappear without a trace. No distress signals are sent out. There are no signs of any kind of attack. There's virtually no evidence that anything unusual happened at all. Except that every man, woman, and child is gone.
Gas, maybe? No. Spreads too slow. Airborne virus? No. Slower than gas. Drugged water supply? No.
You
Effects
don't have
not
to sit there and guess. We collected samples from one of the colonies. I'd like you to analyze them and figure out how the Collectors did this.
Yes, of course. Analyze the samples. Going to need a lab.
There's a fully equipped lab on the combat deck, Professor Solis. If you find anything lacking, please place a requisition order.
Who's that? Pilot? No. Synthesized voice. Simulated emotional inflections. Could it be? No. Maybe. Have to ask. Is that an AI?
You're not here to study our AI. You need to figure out how the Collectors abducted those colonists so we can counteract their weapons.
Understood. Analyze samples, neutralize Collector attack. Which way to the lab?
Follow me, Professor.
Yeah, so us keeping up the pro-human line there, giving off the impression that we're very pro-Cerberus and mission-focused. Now we have Morden, we can research stuff. We can also talk to him.
Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Of course. Plague on Omega dealt with. Plenty of time to analyze Collector intelligence. Impressive laboratory setup. Missed working for operations with a budget. AI in particular. Very helpful. Best setup I've seen since work with Special Tasks Group.
Tell me more about the Solarian Special Tasks Group.
Respected organization. Clandestine. Handles difficult assignments with limited oversight. Recon, analysis, occasional wet work. Identify problems, have neutralization options ready should need arise. Model for Council Spectres based on Special Tasks Group. Very similar.
Similar in what way?
Solarians lack numbers, brute strength, military prowess, have to rely upon stealth, intelligence. Agents trusted, given wide operative freedom. Spectres similar, given goal, told to accomplish. Better, funded, of course. Didn't have to buy our own weapons.
Is your assistant Daniel settling in all right?
Quite well, safe and secure, neighborhood mostly quiet with plague gone. Left him the security mechs just in case. Can't be too careful. Also tired of mechs. Noisy. Never used them in STG.
Yes, about the Spectres buying our own equipment, a little dig at the first game, where, even though we're still buying our own equipment to an extent.
It must have been frustrating working on Omega with such a limited facility.
No, loved it. Limited facility presents challenge. Save greatest number of people using limited resources. Security threats, gangs, mercenary groups add additional difficulty. Quite enjoyable. Plague stretched abilities to limit. Couldn't have asked for more. Also, enjoy. Saving people, of course. Helping the helpless, greater good, all that too. Nice. Retirement after SDG work complete.
You said you were in the Special Tasks Group. What kind of research were you doing?
Not simply research. Several recon missions. Covert, high risk, served under young captain named Kirahi. Studied Krogan genophage, took water, tissue samples from Krogan colonies.
I worked with an STG captain named Kirahi. His team helped me destroy Saren's cloning facility on Burmire.
Heard he was part of that. Jury-rigged explosive. Always got job done with limited resources. Good captain. Bit of a cloaca, though. Loved his speeches. Hold the line. Personally prefer to get job done and go home. Probably military bravado, jargon, chest pounding. No offense.
Why would STG study the genophage?
Krogan rebellion's bloody, dangerous, nearly as bad as Rachni attacks. All species evolve, adapt, mutate. If genophage weakens, need to be prepared.
What was the STG preparing to do?
Military schematics for likely Krogan population growth, political scenarios for attack points. Genophage reduced Krogan numbers. Species aggression unchecked, population explosion would be disastrous. STG helped check Krogan rebellions, needed to be ready to do the same. Simple recon, nothing to worry about.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Bioweapon designed by Solarian science team, deployed by Turians against Krogans to end Krogan rebellions more than 1,000 years ago. Affects every cell of Krogan body. Commonly and incorrectly considered a sterility plague. Actually adjusts viable fertility rates to compensate for high Krogan birth rate. Stabilizes to pre-industrial population growth levels.
Nice talking with you, Morden.
Should get back to work. Need to study. So much data. Here if you need me.
Yes, certainly will talk to you when the opportunity arises. So let's add some assault rifle damage. Pretty meh, because we don't use assault rifles. Medi-job capacity would be nice. And heavy weapon ammo. Yeah. Can get the M60.2.e Avalanche actually. Or the ML77 missile launcher. Let me tell you, this heavy weapon is horrible. It's like the grenade launcher, except it's homing, and it doesn't really have any splash damage. Plus it really doesn't do enough damage to justify its use. So we're going to pick the Avalanche for now. It's a frost gun, which is excellent at stripping off defences, but also leaves enemies paralysed for half a minute or so. Very useful in a pinch. Okay, before we take another tour of the ship and talk to everyone, let's just check in with Kelly.
Earlier when we spoke, you were very open with me. I like that, but I hope I didn't come across as too flirty. I don't want to overstep my bounds.
Be yourself, Kelly. We don't need military protocol getting in the way.
I agree completely. Anyway, how may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
You have unread messages at your private terminal. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Yep.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
She would usually say something about the newest squad mate added, but because we had left over from that previous conversation, she says that instead and doesn't actually mention Morden, which is a shame because she has something unique to say about everyone. So, from Dr. Chakwas, telling us how to heal our facial scars. Negative emotions increase their intensity, while positive ones suppress them. So, naturally that means Paragon scars heal on their own while Renegade scars get worse. We'll bear that in mind, but we don't really care all that much. And this is the guy whose gun we broke, saying how great it was we stopped him from signing up and getting killed pointlessly. So that's nice to hear. Okay, let's dock again. And sit through the loading screen, of course. Alright, this time we're going to take Zaid, because we're going to be working with mercenaries and he'll probably know his way around. And Morden, because he's local to the area. He knows how combat works on Omega as well. And had run-ins with these merc groups before. And with these 4 points we're actually going to evolve Assault Mastery. We can take Destroyer or Champion. So those are the two different sets of powers you can see. And we're going to go for Champion, because the Paragon to Renegade boost is greater. Although you get more weapon damage as a Destroyer, what really counts here is power recharge time. It means we can charge sooner and increases our battlefield mobility, as well as the fact that to be fully persuasive in the game we want the 100% bonus. So we're going to go with Champion. Doesn't matter too much either way combat wise though. It's not a huge effect. Whereas Zaid can be a warlord, mercenary warlord or mercenary commando. So health or weapon damage, health or weapon damage. Seeing it's such a tiny boost of health, we're going to go with the weapon damage, I think. Whereas Morden, Solarian Genius or Solarian Savant. So shields versus weapon damage. Not a great boost either way. We're going to go with Genius because shields keep him alive a little longer and he's mostly for powers rather than guns. Alright, we're happy with that loadout, I think. But let's give Morden his Carnifex back. So that's how he rolls. going to take the phalanx again. And the arc projector, just in case we need heavy weapon and we want a chance to show something different off. Or I want a chance. Now, we can give Zaid the Matic or the Avenger. Matic comes from the firepower pack and is very powerful. I'm going to give them the Avenger, simply because it fits his character, as you'll see when we go back on the ship and talk to him. Whereas the Incisor or the Mantis sniper rifle. Now the Incisor is pretty awesome in AI hands because they're really accurate with it. But in Shepard's hands it's not so great because it fires 3 rounds and kind of jumps everywhere and doesn't do that much damage, but the AI is able to get all 3 rounds on target consistently. The Mantis on the other hand is a single shot affair, and I think more in keeping with Zaid.
Judging by the quarantine reports, the plague has been completely eradicated, Shepard. Dr. Solis's assistant has been helping any patients with complications.
Excellent. Knew he could do it.
I have also accessed messages between mercenary groups regarding plans to deal with the Archangel. There's a recruiting station at Afterlife that may have information on him.
Yeah, we've been there. Oh, we have got a map of this place. Yeah. So you can see, it goes around in a kind of circle. The only place we can't go really are the apartments over here, and where is it? Afterlife VIP area. Those will come in later.
So, I heard a human went into the plague zone. Then I found out about a lot of dead Vorcha down there. You know anything about this?
I saved you a lot of trouble. You should be grateful.
Grateful. Huh. Now I get to deal with the slavers complaining about the reduction in their crops. But that I can handle.
What's your job here exactly?
I'm supposed to keep the Vorcha in line. Keep them out of Arya's sight. That's about it. Not much for me to do anymore. But the way those Vorcha breed, I'll have something to do soon enough.
There's an awful lot of Vorcha here. What are they planning?
Vorcha? Plan? They're a pestilence, nothing more. If they started planning, we'd all be in big trouble.
I'll just be going.
Keep up the good work.
Yeah, Captain Gavorn. Oh, we forgot to tell him from Shisk that we didn't kill anyone today. Which is probably a lie.
I'm on the mission.
I hope you're ready. Archangel's been annihilating you freelancers.
Ready when you are.
Get in.
Alright, going quite deep into the station. Interesting thing how gravity would work in a place like this. Another chance to select our squad. But we'll keep it the same. Right.
It's about time they sent me someone who looks like they can actually fight. They tell you what we're up against?
Just tell us where to go.
Archangel's holed up in a building at the end of the boulevard over there. He's got superior position, and the only way in is over a very exposed bridge. It's a killing ground. But he's getting tired, making mistakes. We'll have him soon enough.
I'll get to him. Just point me at that bridge.
I like your attitude, but we've got a plan in place. You'll be on a distraction team. Head straight over the bridge and keep Archangel busy so the infiltration team can sneak in behind him.
That's goddamn suicide.
Pretty much, but you look like you can handle it. Head up to the boulevard and get to the 3rd barricade. Talk to Sergeant Kathka. He'll tell you when to go in.
I better go find Sergeant Kathka.
Good idea. Watch yourself on the boulevard. Archangel's killed dozens out there already.
In's gonna be easy. Out's gonna be a bitch.
Let's worry about finding him first.
Right. Didn't ask that guy any questions because we didn't want to...
Shepard, I've scanned the area, but I am unable to plot any other paths to Archangel.
Guess we're going with the mercs.
The heavy mechs and gunship possess considerable firepower. Weakening them before leaving will improve your chances.
We don't want to look like we don't know what we're doing. At least for that guy.
As the first wave goes in, the
The infiltration team will attempt to take Archangel by surprise. I don't expect much from the freelancers. When they fail, we're up next. The light mechs go in first. If that's not enough, we send in the heavy. Be prepared. Do you need something?
You lead the Eclipse?
You figure that out by yourself? I'm Jareth. I run Omega's Eclipse. What do you need, freelancer?
What do you know about Archangel?
His life expectancy is shortening quickly.
Is that it? Nobody seems to know anything about him.
Look around. You'll learn what you need to know. He's smart, he's resourceful, and he's dangerous. But we've got him cornered. He won't be making fools of us much longer. Can I assist you further?
Where did he come from? Who is he?
Even his team didn't know that. Maybe we'll know more once we have his body. Of course, it really won't matter then.
I'll get going.
Good idea.
Friendly guy. This is a data pad. You mercs deciding on making a move against Aria. She'd be quite interested in that. So we'll take it. Smuggling accounts. No ethical quandary about stealing from these. Whoops. Green, purple, green, purple. Okay. Simple matter of reconfiguring this thing's IFF system. This one, finally this one. Targeting parameters reconfigured.
That should slow them down.
Nice. Anyone who activates that thing will get blown the hell up. Friend or foe.
Vorcha and a Krogan.
You're in the wrong place, freelancer.
You the Blood Pack leader?
Name's Garm. That's all you need to know. I'm stuck here waiting till you freelancers are done playing war. Ask your questions and go.
What do you know about Archangel?
He's a pain in the ass. He's a Turian, which makes him slightly worse to look at than you. And he's brave, till he realizes you're more than he bargained for.
Sounds like you've had personal experience.
He tried to take me down once. Waited till I was alone. Longest damn fight of my life. But I held him off till my men showed up. He wasn't so tough after that. We chased him over half of Omega. Almost had him. But the slippery bastard snuck away before we could pin him down.
I should get going.
About time.
Another friendly man. Okay, hide behind this pillar while we hack these protection money accounts. I'd like to give them back to the original owners, but probably not possible. Cunning game, almost luring me into a trap like that. Medical station through the wall, of course. Okay, 2 C's. Down arrow thing. Psi sign. Battery. And circuit breaker. No idea if those last two are even remotely accurate. But that's what they remind me of for some reason.
What's this?
Some machine gun damage, nice. More illicit transactions. Some heavy weapon ammo. And we've already taken the Medigel through the wall. What's in here?
What do you want, freelancer?
More Medigel.
I don't want excuses. Tell Kafka to get that gunship working, or he'll be next over that bridge. And somebody get me those damn blueprints! Now! Get this freelancer out of here. I don't have time for this shit.
What's your problem?
You. Get this scum out of my face.
Tarek, what's eating your ass?
Zaid.
You know this asshole, Zaid?
We worked together once.
Since when do you work for so little?
Since when are you a goddamn madman?
It's Archangel. This guy's gonna kill me. Almost did already.
That bad, huh?
Worse. Look, Zaid, I gotta deal with this shit. Jinta, talk to these guys. Answer whatever questions they have. Good to see you. And who knows, maybe you'll solve my problem for me.
Anything's possible.
Good thing you know him. Tarek hates having to hire freelancers. He doesn't trust anyone outside the Blue Suns.
You don't say.
What can I do for you?
What do you know about Archangel?
He's a Turian vigilante who thinks killing mercs is a fun way to pass the time. Other than that, he's a mystery. He shows up, usually at the worst possible time, and screws with our work. He can't die soon enough, if you ask me.
Why do you hate him so much?
He went after Tarek, at his home. Almost got him. Tarek's been on edge ever since, and he's making my life a living hell. Second guesses every damn thing I do. Getting the other merc bands to help us shows you just how desperate he is. They're as bad as Archangel.
We better get going.
Good idea. Make sure you check in with Kafka.
This can't be right. How could he have every exit covered?
Freelancer.
I'm looking for Sergeant Kafka.
You and me both, lady. He's over there working on the gunship. We go over the bridge when he gives the word. Go talk to him if you want, but I'm in no hurry.
Why haven't you talked to him?
Because I'm not stupid. This assault is damn dangerous.
Yeah, I think this guy's realizing that this wasn't such a great mission after all. I wonder if he's going to try and sneak off during the assault and just avoid getting into trouble. You can see Archangel up there. Not doing much. These two.
Shields down.
Keep moving.
Yeah, those two are really active in fighting him off.